Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Lukewarm Podcast with me, your host Shane. And today we're doing something different. As you guys know, I like to do most of my podcasts on my own because I'm a loner. But today I've actually paid someone to to be my friend on in video. So we're gonna have my first guest, actually my second guest overall, but my first video guest. His name is Adee. He goes by Rankairos, but apparently man's on a rebrand. So he's put his government name out there, which he wants to change again anyway, so it makes no sense. But yeah, welcome, bro, Adee. How are you doing, man? How's your day been?
Firstly, thank you for having me. Secondly, how much have you paid isn't enough. So we'll talk about that later. But yeah, man, thank you so much for having me. First or second guest, I don't care. I'm the
First in
first
my
in
heart.
my
First in my heart.
yeah, first in my heart. Always, you know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, thank you so much for having me, and it's a pleasure because I've never been on people's podcast, so this is my first time on your podcast.
Yeah.
On anyone's podcast. So yeah, man, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. So, dude, we'll start very basic, man. Like, tell the people where you're from, what you do for a living, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so Shane has heard it a lot of times, but I'm from Mumbai. I'm a Gujarati from Mumbai, but I live in Oman. I reside in Oman. Parents came here 25 years back, and I was privileged enough that they got me here as well and didn't leave me in India. Thank them to this day. But yeah, that's I reside in Oman. For job, I am a lot of things. I'm a content creator. I'm a brand manager. I manage brands, marketing, advertisement, part-time trader, and now part-time streamer. Not for too long, but yeah, a lot of things, man. I love to do a lot of things.
No, that's good. That's good. As you know, and many of my viewers already know, I'm always looking for opportunities to go abroad. But it's amazing that you get to do that. And the funny thing I want to point out in your in your answer to what do, you led with content creator instead of your actual job. I like that.
Why I said that is before I started my actual job, I started out as a content creator, and that's why I came to I moved to India for 4 years to pursue my dream of content creation. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because you know how India is, bro. You got to put your life ahead. You got to survive first, and then you have your passion, and then you have your job, then you have your finances, and then you have your passion and dreams. Passion and dreams come last.
True.
So I always prefer to be called content creators. Even to my clients, I tell that I am a content creator first. And that's how I started my career as well, creating content for whoever I worked with. And that's how I got into my career. So yeah, basically I do content creation, but now I'm at a position where I just work with brands. I don't physically create content for them, So
Fair
that's
enough.
why.
No, that's great, dude. That's great. So let's say everything else didn't exist and you were just a content creator. How would you define the content you create?
How would I define my content?
Yeah, your content. The content you create.
Yeah. So I was into lifestyle. I thought that I would become a vlogger. Logan Paul fan, by the way. So gonna get a lot of comments of that.
No. Initially, no, I'm not gonna lie. If we had done this about, let's say, 2 years ago, I would have pieced out. Let alone comments, I would have pieced out. No. I respect it. Continue. Sorry.
I was one of those who was really angry when that whole shit went down. But I was also one of those. I'm a very forgiving person, but later we'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a Logan Paul fan, and when we all know that whatever said and done, the man's absolute savage of a content creator and a businessman. Whatever said and done, at the end of the day, so he inspired me, and I got into vlogging. Again, that's how I started my journey of content creation. And I was into lifestyle vlogs, did a lot of vlogs, experienced all of it, did a lot of pranks. Nothing seemed fit because it wasn't a niche and it wasn't something which was exploding. And man, but I still would like to define myself as a lifestyle content creator. Whatever I do is based on lifestyle more than games or more than reaction videos and stuff. So yeah, it's more of lifestyle content, something that you can relate to extremely easily.
So you said you're a part-time streamer and stuff, right? Obviously I know that you stream on Twitch, but how would you want to talk about that? What would you say was your reason let's get into that first. Why did you start Twitch or start streaming in general?
Right. So Twitch, I've heard about Twitch. I've had heard about Twitch probably 3 years back when I used to watch Tifu Ninja wrecking these kids online, and I thought it was pretty cool. But it didn't hit with me because again, Twitch user face compared to YouTube is extremely difficult. Easier to be on YouTube than Twitch as a viewer, obviously. As a streamer, I feel Twitch is easier to be on.
Yep.
But I got into it because one of my friends, Shoutout tech support guy, you know him
legend.
as well.
Man's a legend.
Yeah, for sure, bro. He is the main reason why I got into Twitch. Apart from being a content creator, and I like diversifying. I'm also part-time trader, crypto stocks or whatever. So that taught me one thing is diversifying, not putting your eggs in one basket. It's a blessing and a curse because sometimes focusing everything on one channel can get you a lot. But I'm not of that sort. Like I like to diversify. I like to see what is working, where can I do better than I used to do before. So that curiosity of doing better on different platforms got me onto Twitch. And obviously Tex was doing it, so he helped me get through with it. I'm a tech noob. Like I can't figure out tech. Like, this Zoom, accepting this Zoom took me like 2 minutes. Yeah, man, it's nice. quite tech is a curse for me, bro, most of the time. But yeah, man, that's how I got onto Twitch. And then once I started reacting, once I started engaging with the community on Twitch, bro, I'm not going to lie. Like I saw a lot of pros compared to a lot of cons, because as small streamers, we go through a lot of shit like content block, again, racism, bullying, cyber hate, whatever. And I did see that, but I was quite immune to that. Like I didn't care. And yeah, man, ever since I've been streaming like every day. And also one of the main reasons why I stuck on Twitch, not gonna lie, I would have given up two months into it because I really wasn't enjoying the kind of audience, the kind of community I had. It was not what I pictured that I would have. But then I made that active decision to change my content, change my community myself. And yeah, man, stuck through it ever since. Been going on for 200 and I think today was 77th day, if I'm not wrong. And I took that up as a challenge. I'm like, you are not stopping streaming. You are committed in this unless you're done with the challenge. So pick one. And I was like, okay, let's do 365 days. Quite interesting and also an icebreaker. So yeah, that's my journey on Twitch.
Oh no, that's insane. And by the way, for all of you who do not follow him, I'll drop his links in the description. But he's actually, like, not gonna lie, man hasn't, like, since I started following, I haven't been there from the start. I'll get into that in just a bit. But since the day I started following him, he has not missed a single day of stream, no matter what. Like, man could be streaming from a car, look like he's been beaten up, like robbed, mugged, whatever be the case, but he somehow managed. And I'll swear, I mean, us as a community, we do respect you a lot. But trust me, bro, the amount of grind we've seen you put in. I still remember that day where you tried to do an IRL stream, but it didn't work out and you went all the way back home just to get on. Bro, mad respect. Like, I mean, it would never have happened if you had listened to me in the first place and did a fucking test stream, but mad respect. And
yeah, bro.
Funny you should mention Tex, because when I started streaming, so obviously this is not to make this about me, but when I started streaming, I joined a Discord server, right? And when I started streaming, I was not confident at all. Like I was like, like it's very general. Like when you go on to YouTube or you go on to streams or you go on to general content creation, everyone is a European or an American or an Australian.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't find Indian content creators doing well. I mean, barring a few. So when I decided to take this up, one very big thing in my mind was like, yo, like, who's going to watch me? I'm not appealing. Like the Indian accent isn't appealing to listen to. Who's going to watch me? So I remember I had this discussion with one guy who I made friends with immediately in the Discord server. And he talked to me about, he's like, I know this other Indian streamer and his name is Tech Support. And he embraces the entire stereotype about techs, about tech support and everything. So I just popped into ManStream one day, Tech Support stream. I didn't say anything. I just wanted to look at his content and see how he like presents himself. And I swear to God, I think I popped in at the absolute worst time because man was in a blender. Okay, he was playing Warzone. with a bunch
Yeah,
of
he was
dudes.
raging, yeah.
He had someone on his team using auto tune in their voice. Oh, bro.
Yo,
He
that was, by the way, that was probably Easy and me, bro. By the way.
might have been like, I think it,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I think it may have been AZ, and this
Yeah,
guy was
because-
just like
Yeah.
raging, like, but I was like, okay, like, and then I started talking to him. I told him, yo, I'm also an Indian. He brought up India. We
Right.
talked about, he vibed with chat. I saw how he presented himself, and I was like, hey, yo,
Right.
Indian streamers got
Cool,
something
dude.
about them, man. If you present yourself properly. And then 2-3 weeks down the line, I entered your stream surprisingly through a raid, not even like organically. Like,
Yeah.
one of our common friends, Rob, he raided your channel that day, and I so
Right.
just happened to be in his chat when he raided out to you, and I'm like, okay, we're raiding some dude named Rankar, what the fuck. and he raided out, and I'm like, hey, yo, this dude's Indian as well. And he's doing just chatting, like an Indian dude doing just chatting, and on a healthy fucking viewer count of 15 without the raid. Hey, yo, is this even possible? And again, I don't instantly talk in chat because I like to, judge.
Right.
Yeah, I like to see how you talk, how your chat is, and then accordingly, I bring my energy.
Present yourself.
And let's just say I didn't have to wait long to be my natural.
Not at all, bro. I think the sus began like immediately, bro. You didn't wait like a second, bro. But what a legend, man, Rob. Like, I think out of that raid, only you stuck through, like, stayed by. So yeah, man, like, mad props to Rob and you as well.
Nah, bro, but honestly speaking, like, the entire point of like me explaining that story was like, because I consider you as well as Tex to be the reasons why I continue to stream. Otherwise, I was gonna stop like within a week, 2 weeks, not because I wasn't getting views or anything, bro. I didn't. It didn't feel right. Like, it didn't feel like, streaming was something I could do, or people would come. Like, I still have that feeling. Like, why would someone take time out to watch this?
Yeah.
You get it? And
that's
at that
something
time,
I think all small streamers go through. Like, they feel like guilty of like being there and like people using time, but that's what the platform is, right? So I understand you. Yeah.
So let's get a bit like into your personal life, and not in the drama sense, but because obviously at the end of the day, a person is shaped by the stuff they go through, and their mental fortitude, and everything gets shaped by that. So people like to call this the villain origin story. So I changed the term up to like, what is your origin story? Like, what point in your life can you mark down and say, like, this is the time that I changed from who I was into who I am right now? Like, what is that for you?
Right. Good question, by the way. Never been asked that. So it's not something that I've been saying or it's in my mind. So it's going to be all over the top. But 2 moments that I can remember in my life really changed. Actually, 3. It's a bit too much, but it's 3. We go through phases, right?
Yeah.
Phase, second phase, third phase. So 3 phases. First, my family being hella broke. So I do come from a privileged family. My parents did come here, and I've had everything because of them. Till the age of 21, 22, I really didn't earn anything much for myself. And thankful to whatever they have done, I've lived a very good and blessed life. Wouldn't want it any other way. Wouldn't want to be more, or wouldn't want to be like extra super rich. I was good, dude. But there was a phase where, we are Gujaratis, dude, and Gujaratis are known for one thing, like business. And my dad tried to launch a business. Didn't go that well because obviously the country, the atmosphere we were in is quite different from Mumbai. So it was more of a Mumbai based theme in Oman. And unfortunately it did not work out. So there was a phase where we were like close to poverty, like broke, and we were living here somehow by doing, my mom was earning for us, and a lot of those. So that was one turning point. I won't get too much into it because some things I would want to be private with.
100%.
But that was a huge turning point of my life, as it would be for anyone's life. Seeing you get everything to like suddenly being like, nah, you can't have this because it's a bit difficult for us right now. And as a kid, you don't understand that the things that your parents go through, and
so true.
That changed my perspective on parenthood. Like, since then I became really close to my parents. I supported them in any way I could, understood wherever things were possible. When it's not possible, just calm down, don't cry about it. And just, just be thankful basically for whatever they do for you. And my parents are extremely chill. with my relationships, with whatever I do. They have let me pursue my dreams. I used to like earn like shit. They used to support me. So yeah, man, that was one point. The second point is my ex-girlfriend had cheated on me with my best friend. So very common story, common story. But when those who go through it know that it's nothing common about it, no one can tell you, how you feel at that time. No one can explain that feeling. It's just a lot of betrayal, and loyalty is what makes humans, somewhat different from one another. And yeah, man, like loyalty was a huge aspect for me. Love was obviously never an issue. And yeah, she did that, and that changed my perspective on like relationships. I'm like, okay, this can happen too, which I didn't think it would happen to me, because I was so like full of myself. My fault as well, but it is what it is. And again, I'm still good friends with the guy. Everything's cool. I'm a very forgiving person, but the experience did change my life. Took 2 years off from dating and all that kind of stuff, and then I met a really special woman in my life, as we all know, BF219. She
just
changed my life.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. That's not actually her name.
That's not
she's not an Elon Musk child part 2. That's not actually her name. But we won't get into names because we need I respect the privacy aspect. But moving forward, the person that sounds like a robot is actually his.
BF219. So that's her alias. She came through, and we met under very difficult circumstances. For me, I was in a very difficult environment. And somehow, everything clicked, and she is the reason what I am, where I am today. She's the reason. There were times where I didn't know what to do with my job. Just a conversation with her helped me. In my career, with this Twitch thing, she's always been patient, always been supportive. Whatever I do is like, not a yes man, don't get me wrong. Where I am wrong, where I fuck up, she does tell me that, listen, this is like, I think this is not turning out good in my opinion. So then I listen to her, obviously. But I got a very strong foundation in my relationship, which is like trust. Again, love is always easy. Like, love is easy. Trust me. Anyone watching out there, young people, love is easy, dude. You can love every woman every day. Like, it's very easy. Trust and loyalty. Where there's trust, there's everything else. So that one thing, like, she's like, I can trust her under any circumstance, bro. So she changed my life, and I would give her, if not all, 50% of the credit of me being the man I am today. So yeah, man, like she really changed my life. So those 3 phases in my life changed my world around, and I'm so thankful I went through it. Like, at that time, I was like, why? I'd never believed in God and shit, but I got on my knee and I was like, why, God? Why the fuck is this happening to me? There are so many people doing shit. They're cheating with girls, and I'm not doing it. But why? Why me? But man, like, life works in a very uncertain way. And if I didn't go through that, the second phase of mine with the whole ex-girlfriend thing, I wouldn't have, been here right now. So nonetheless, man, grateful for everything. But yeah, those are the few moments of my life that changed it around.
Yeah, that's actually quite insane. And shout out to BF219 if you're watching this.
Big shout out, dude. Yeah.
Trust me, like being in a similar situation to Adee over here, it is so important to have that someone in your life that is there with you, and more than just being there for the physical stuff or whatever. It's that the mental support and the mental what do you call it, the fact that you don't have to worry about the other person, like they're doing their thing but they're still there for you. Like it enables you to do so much more and do so much better, because and people will only like understand that if you hope no one does go through being cheated on, or
I hope so too, man. I wouldn't want that on my worst enemy, trust me.
Exactly. Like it's only people who go through that understand the value of having someone you can trust 100% after that. Like it's something, it hits different in the words of the kids these days.
For sure, bro. Well said.
But that is 100% true, man. Like things in your life, like you need to go through so much before you get to eventually be the person that you're meant to be. And that's not me speaking, that's general stuff, because if it's for me, general, I wouldn't agree with that. Fuck that shit. But man, like as people always say, like when you're going through it, you'll never be able to tell yourself that, okay, it's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Yeah,
When
man,
you're
it's difficult
going
when
through
you're
it,
going through it.
you only realize stuff later on when things get better. Like again, this is not me, but this is just like generally out there. Like you only appreciate the good days. You only appreciate the good days when you've been through the bad days.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the appreciation part.
Nah, bro. Like, you say that, it's very funny how life works. But trust, man, I may not be in your position, and it'll be unfair of me to say that I understand because I'm not in your shoe. But having my own experiences, which I thought I would never see the appreciation. And I summed it up. But those were some long days, bro. Those were long days. But man, trust me, like you have what it takes, and talent and hard work never goes to waste. Although there are examples that talented people have gone to waste and hard work has gone to waste. But now times are different, bro. Talent and hard work is rarely gone unnoticed. So I hope the best for you, bro. You got it.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Now, coming back to something you said in the start, like I know you love this topic, so I'm going to give you the floor so you can have some time with it. And no, I'm not talking about you promoting your Instagram. Nah, it's not that part. By the way, guys, please follow man's Instagram. I'll put it in the description and stuff. He's trying to be, or not trying to be, he's halfway there to being an influencer. That's what he wants to do. And kudos to you, man. Like, not kidding, the amount of effort you're putting in. As you said, effort and hard work do pay off. So yours is definitely going to pay off. Coming back to something you said earlier, you said you're a part-time you invest part-time.
Yeah.
So let's I'm gonna be real with you here, and everyone watching. Everything that's going to come out of his mouth right now is going in through here and coming out through here. It's not registering. But if you guys are into crypto and stocks and NFTs and Elon Musk's penis and anything else, he's your man. so yeah, man, go for it. What's your take on all of this?
Man, like that's a very broad question, but firstly I want to establish that I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just speaking of my experience out here. All right, that's the first thing. When it comes to investment, like I was an investor until 2 years back. For me, investment was paisa dalo or profit kamao kind of a thing, and that's definitely not the case. Like I haven't seen much of red days because I still don't put that kind of capital to take a big fall. But I looked into it, bro. COVID times are tough. COVID times are tough for everyone. Everyone's looking that COVID proved that you need diversification of your income. Like I said, I do everything to diversify in my life. Never put your eggs in one basket, because if that basket falls, you're kind of fucked, dude. Not kind of, you are fucked.
Yeah.
That basket is the only thing you have. It's not cool. My friend, shout out Melroy, my friend, he's the reason why I got into investing, by the way. So shout out to him. He used to invest in mutual funds. So out of curiosity, I want to ask him, bro, what is this mutual fund? And I think that one question changed my life. Got into it pretty quick. Learned the fundamentals of investment, learned the analysis of it, everything that has to do with investment, on obviously long-term investment, not day trading, not futures options, all that kind of. Crypto also as well. Like that time, crypto wasn't a thing. So wasn't much of a thing. The hype just started in 2020 end and 2021 start. I think everyone was diversifying, so that's how it built up. But and of course, Elon Musk. So yeah, man, I looked into it pretty quickly, got deep into it, and yeah, man, ever since it's been a part of my life. Like whoever I meet, BF219 as well, she's highly interested in it now. So whoever I'm with, my parents started investing because of me. Because of me, almost 7 to 8 people who I know in my life started investing. But yeah, kids, like whoever's watching, kids or not, if you want to, like everyone wants to be a millionaire, bro, but no one wants
to put in the effort.
No one wants to look into how.
How
will you become? Just creating content won't. Just doing this won't. Just doing that won't. But investing, just doing investing. Nah, fam, like no.
Hey yo,
it's very
you come
bro.
out to my podcast and you insult me?
Nah, fam, like man, dude, like there are but yeah, man, like I'm just saying, like only doing content, there are chances, but again, rule in life, like 99% of the time, you are not that one. I'm sorry to break it down to whoever
100%.
I myself think of myself as that, and that's why it makes us, be that top 1%. That's 1% for a reason.
Yep.
So yeah, man, like invest, look into it at least, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. If it's for you, then look into it more. Just look, be curious, about
and guys, if nothing was understood from this previous segment, just go on to Twitter and tweet buy the dip, man. That makes you cool these days, apparently.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
That's it, bro. Buy the dip, bro.
Hashtag buy the dip, bro. Well said, man.
But
yeah,
man.
like I simplified everything. Hopefully whoever understood. If not, then just again Google it. Everything's available on Google and YouTube nowadays.
That is true. Like educating yourself about stuff is quite important these days. And honestly, this is not just with regards to crypto or stocks or stuff. These days you get everything online, man. Like, just if you have an interest, if you have all you need to do from your end is be inquisitive and open-minded, then and you have the world you literally got the world in your hand. Like literally, instead of fucking scrolling through reels and then calling good music real music, just go and Google some educational stuff, man.
And well said.
It's important. But another thing I'll point out, that obviously for people who know me in person and or who have been listening to my podcasts over the last year or so, you guys know that Shane's one of the most pessimistic people out there, and the funny thing is he likes to cloud his pessimism by calling it realism, because he thinks that's cool. So calling
yourself out, huh?
Calling myself out here. But no, the reason why I dissed myself was because this guy, this little bitch sitting here is probably one of
way to treat your guests, man.
Ayo, shut up. I'm giving you a compliment here. So
all right, go on.
This guy over here is probably one of the most positive people I've ever seen in my life. Like, Jesus, I honestly I do want to punch you sometimes. Like no cap.
I know it's annoying.
I do want to punch you sometimes. But no, it's actually a good thing. Like it's a good thing that because I'll be real, if I had to choose, and this is coming from someone who's pessimistic themselves, if I have to choose between hearing someone just say oh, my day has been trash, and having to choose between someone who said, yeah, my day was trash, but it's better than yesterday, I'd choose the second option, because the first option, ayo, don't steal my limelight, firstly, but secondly, it gets a lot more annoying being around pessimistic people, and I don't know how people stick around me, but it is what it is. But yeah, the reason I'm saying this is you're one of the most positive people I know. You're always talking about, positivity, optimism, manifesting the good stuff.
I believe that, bro. Like to the core of my heart, I believe that. It's not even, a lot of people are positive because it's cool.
Yeah.
But then back end, they are like, nah, fuck this life, this, that. And they put up a facade. But nah, bro, like, because the experiences that I've gone through, optimism is just like built in me. Gratitude, like wake up and just be thankful that you woke up and you have a day to work on the shit that you couldn't achieve or couldn't do yesterday. And yeah, man, like just being positive about your circumstances. Yeah, like you can be broke, you can be homeless, yet you are not. Again, like whatever those situations those people are in, that's their story to tell. Probably they obviously had a bad time, whatever it is. Not to insult them, but if you are one of those who are privileged to have a roof over your head and food on your plate, and can think for yourself and work towards yourself, that's it, bro. You have nothing to complain. You're good. You'll do good.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
See what I said about wanting to punch him? That prime example. But no, you're right, because the thing is, and this is to anyone who's listening and actually gives a shit. It's always good to surround yourself with a mixture of people. Surround yourself with people like Adee, but also make space for people like Shayna. Very important too, because without me, he's nothing. Okay, like if you have someone just all the time being optimistic, then he's the actual.
That gets hella annoying. Yeah,
so you need someone like me in life.
Facts, bro. Now I'm like in my group. I'm also not with people who are like all optimism. Although I like to surround myself with like-minded group. I have people who question optimism, question positivity, this, that, and come up with their own opinions as well. But yeah, man, a good balance is required. But I'm not saying that I feel like you think you're pessimistic, to be fair. Again, I am no one to say what you are. But in my opinion, I'm making a very strong assumption that I think that I assume that you think you are pessimistic because of your experiences. And I think if you go through better times than you are right now, and achieve what you actually, when you set yourself on that path that you have seen for yourself, I think you'll start seeing things of way different from now. That's what I believe.
Fair enough. That's in the kindest way possible. That's an opinion. But no, see, so I'll tell you what, the thing is, as you said, man, I even though many people will hear me complaining a lot of times, and obviously I do have incredibly bad luck when it comes to a lot of things, but I still have the privilege. I still have as you said, a roof over my head. I have food to eat. As you know, I'm not currently employed, but still my parents are able to provide for me, and I'm not struggling. A lot of people don't have that benefit. Right. But one thing I've realized over time is, yeah, you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm not pessimistic. It's just that I don't like to get so I consider my life like this. Okay, no matter what happens, whatever happens, whether it's something good or something bad, I try to remain on this level. If I'm happy, I don't go here. If I'm down, I don't go here, because
that's good, bro. That is good. That part is good.
It's good for it's good when this happens, because then people are like, okay, he could have gone spiraled out of control. But when something good happens and you don't acknowledge it, or get as hyped as other people, toxic, people get annoyed. Like, I'll be honest with you, when I got into my masters for Spain, I was not hyped about it. I played it off like, okay, fine, bro, I applied, I got in, like, something special. But people like, bro, you're going to study abroad and you're behaving like this, have some shame. How it goes. So yeah, it's always about your state of mind. And I just wanted to point out that even though I've not known you for a long time, although it feels like I have since literally,
man, it's annoyingly long, bro.
Man said annoyingly long.
No, man, just to touch off on your point, bro. Like, you won't believe it, I was like that as well in 2021 start. I was like that as well. Still, I got on the track which I saw for myself. That's why I was so confident when I said that when you do get there, you'll see a bit different. But before that, I was like, nah, I'm not going to. I didn't celebrate any of my highs for at least 8 to 9 months till when I was on the track. Then BF219 got this, acknowledged this, that you don't do it. Like, why don't you celebrate? Why aren't you happy? You have a job where people don't have job, well-paying job. You're doing good in your career. You're you're doing good on your Twitch, you're doing good on your content, your family life is good, everything's touch wood perfect in your life. Why aren't you celebrating? For me, I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Exactly.
I'm like, okay, when is this shit gonna come down to burn, and when am I gonna get disappointed again? Because that's how life used to be. And but yeah, man, dude, it's always good to acknowledge the good things. Okay, maybe not get hyped about it, let's fucking go, I'm invincible, nothing bad will happen now. But acknowledge that, okay, fine, this is good, let's work on it. Also, not get too hopeful that this cannot go wrong. There's always a risk in life.
No, you're 100% right. 100% right. But the thing is, it's just, I don't know, inherently over the past let's say 6 years, because I asked you what was your changing point in your life. My changing point was 6 years, but obviously this podcast isn't about me. but 6 years ago is what I consider to be my thing. And I swear, and I'm not, this is not being negative or anything, but these past 6 years have been the most fucked up years of my life. Every single time. And this is you name any aspect of my life, professional, emotional, physical, mental, emotional, family, anything, every single thing. I'll give you the same example. Every time something started to go well,
Right.
Shit hit the
The
ceiling,
shoe dropped.
and this is without fail, like without fail. And I'll give you the biggest example. I went to study abroad to follow my passion, right? I left a good paying job to go study abroad to do my passion, and what happens? A global fucking pandemic.
Oh no.
Like it could have happened any year.
no.
It could have happened 2010, 2015, 2014, 2013, but no, it happened the fucking year I went abroad to study. So it's tough when you have so much going against you. But as you said, and again, guys, don't be like me. Let there be only one.
Don't say that. Don't say
No,
don't be like you.
I was
You're not
actually
a bad example.
no, I'm a fucking brilliant example, but let me be me.
Don't
but
say
my
that
point
as
is like, nah, shut, that's it. I own that shit. but learn to like always you gotta, and this is why I again why I respect you and I look up to you most of the time, is because of your outlook on things. Like, because with you, I know when you're saying such stuff, there's a reason behind it. Like, you relate to what I've done because you've been through the stuff I've been through, or not
I've
exactly
been
the
through the
same,
lows,
but we can relate to that point. So anytime someone who comes up to me who's had nothing go wrong in their life and tell me, oh, everything's gonna be
Nah,
okay.
fam. You shut the fuck up. Go look pretty in the corner of the room, bro. Like, you don't have an opinion. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. So
that I can relate.
So that's the thing, and the problem is those people are the ones that talk the most, fam.
Fam. Nah, that's annoying, bro. Nah. Those who haven't gone through shit in life, everyone goes to their own battle. That's what I believe. I mean, that's how it is. Everyone goes to their own personal battles. But if like someone who has got like millions from a family comes through and talks about like being financially, like, in a tough spot, I'm like, nah, don't. Like, you're just not taking advantage of your situation. That's what it is. That's it.
It's like,
but like jokes, all jokes.
No, that's true. So anyway, man, just to close things off, so let's say, this is now we've talked about facts, we've talked about your past, we've talked about how stuff has shaped you. So now I'm just gonna, the final aspect is like, what do you want to achieve in, let's say, the next 5 years, in every aspect, like your job, your relationship, everything? And obviously you don't have to say stuff
man. I think I want to, because it's a very good question, and I do often think about it myself. So I have this thing called the vision board, right? I do this thing to remind myself, this is a vision board. I do this thing to remind myself where I stand, where I have to go to, and if things don't work out in my favor, what is the backup, right? All in this one board. There's not much documents and things in my head. It's all put down there, so my head doesn't have to go through the stress. So in this, there is mental health, physical health, obviously my finances, my job, my family, and some of it is for me, like my own personal being. So man, materialistically speaking, the next not even 5, like in the next 2 or 3 years, I want to, like, I'll say it out loud because I believe in manifesting. I want to be the first millionaire in my family. There's no secret. I've been saying this. I really believe that I can be, if I stay on the track I am, or like I have to do better, obviously. Materialistically, I see that happening. I see me being the first millionaire in my family. But job wise, I do want a job which, satisfies me every day, and not only on the good times. Even if shit goes bad, I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying like fixing this. Want to remotely work from anywhere in the world, have my own probably kind of, content house or agency or some sort like that, be a businessman. Family and relationship, obviously just grow, be with them, make amazing friends, meet amazing people like you and everyone from, all the communities. I won't even like hype up my community, although it's the best.
I am your community.
Yeah, but yeah, man, like shout out to people who watch Rankaros, and obviously, everyone, whoever supports, from any community, man. Just want to build closer bonds, just provide good, and try to be a good example, man. That's what I want to be. I want to be a good example. I want people to point at me and be like, that guy, he changed his life around, even I can. And yeah, man, that I would say. And obviously mental health, take care of mental health, guys. Mental health is a priority. If you're not good over here, nothing else will go wrong. This is your world first, and then comes everything else. So take care, man. Take enough breaks and shit, And yeah, that's it. Just grind for your shit.
Ew, that's some good stuff there. By the way, for everyone thinking that we scripted this entire podcast, I swear it's off the bat. I had no clue man would pull up his fucking dream board right there. But
My first podcast, bro.
It just happened. Like so the reason why I'm saying that is because everything we've discussed here today, everything that I've asked him also, I just came up with it on the spot, because the thing is, I feel like when you give people a script or you give people the questions beforehand, they overthink a lot of things. Like they think, okay, how can I say this in the best way possible, or how can I avoid saying something that can trigger people. But what I want and what my podcasts have always been about, for people, especially for people who listen and who recently have now started watching, is I've always been raw with it. I just turn on the camera and I speak my mind out. Like you guys don't know raw, bro. Maybe we what people don't understand is, there goes a lot of editing into stuff, but the stuff that I say, the stuff that I asked you today, everything was like unplanned, because I wanted you to give us exact stuff that because otherwise I see a lot of podcasts, and this is not throwing shade on them, because some people need to do it, but when you give people heads up or anything, a lot of the content that then comes out of that seems very disingenuous, if that makes sense.
Scripted.
Hey, man, I appreciate you taking time out to be on the podcast, man. Of course, man. All the best for your goals ahead. I hope everything works out just the way you want it. And man, hopefully. as you always say, I will put your Instagram links on screen as well.
Let's go, guys. Follow me on Instagram. Guys, I'm starting a venture on Instagram. Let's go. It's not an FT. Fuck that. Fuck all that shit. But like I'm building a community on Instagram. So Shane is there. He knows it. So
Definitely drop him a follow, man. And thank you. This has been fun. And hopefully once you're the first millionaire of your family, I'll get you back if I'm still around and kicking and doing YouTube. I'll get you back and we'll talk more. But
it'll be fun to have me like later after a year and see where I stand. That'll be really interesting. Same for both of us.
Yeah. I've got like an interesting YouTube video that I want to do, but more on that later. I'll plug that in somewhere else.
Let's go, bro. I really appreciate you calling me over here. And man, this has been exciting. My first podcast. And man, thank you so much. You're an amazing fucking human being.
Hey, I'm gonna for people who don't know what that is. I'm not even going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them.
Let it be, bro.
If you know, you know. Hey, yo, guys, this has been Shane with another episode of the Lukewarm Podcast. For everyone that's watching, please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that crazy jazz. Follow my man Adee on Instagram. Don't follow him. I'll drop his Twitch links as well. if you wanna follow him on Twitch, he streams every day. He's going to be streaming for another 100 days or so. And catch you in a bit.